inquiry into the state of New Zealand's railways.
The Honourable Chris Tremaine.
Mr Speaker, it's an exciting time to be in government, I've got to say, an exciting time. Mr Speaker, I think that the opportunities that are ahead of this nation are unprecedented, certainly unprecedented in my lifetime. And I'm privileged to be part of a government that is taking up those opportunities with both hands and going forward. And when I talk about those opportunities, Mr Speaker, just think about where we sit in the globe at the moment. Just an unprecedented position where we're on the precipice of major trading nations that are growing ahead of many other nations around the world. Secondly, we are close to those nations. And thirdly, those growing middle classes want our export products. They want our high-value exports. So, Mr Speaker, we're in a wonderful position in that regard. And what is great is to be on this side of the House at this point in time and to be part of a team that is making a huge contribution in that regard, a huge contribution. And when we came into this government at the start of this term, we had four major objectives, four key priorities. The first, to rebuild Christchurch, and what have we done? We've delivered a CBD rebuild plan just a couple of weeks ago. The second key objective was to responsibly manage the books. We saw a budget bringing us back to surplus by 2014-15, not taking government debt any higher than 28%. We've committed to delivering better public services, and the Prime Minister, in that regard, Mr Speaker, has rolled out 10 key result areas. We heard just a couple of them from the Minister of Education, Hekia Parata, focusing on NCEA Level 2, 85% of our kids to that level, 95% of our kids into ECE. These are the things that will make a difference. But, Mr Speaker, what's exciting about today is in that fourth priority area, where we have committed to building a productive and competitive economy. And look, I've got a hand today to Minister Tim Grosser, Stephen Joyce, Bill English, today out in the Hutt Valley, launching the Building Export Markets new business growth agenda. That's part of the agenda that we're taking for part of 6 key parts of the agenda there. So export markets being the first one that's being launched, another one in innovation, skilled and safe workplaces, capital markets, natural resources and infrastructure. Mr Speaker, these are initiatives that set the progress of this government. And what I hear from the other side of the House is where's the plan? Where's the plan? This is a progress report, and if you turn to the back of your document, you can see we hold ourselves accountable, Mr Speaker. We put it on bringing together all the streams of work that we are doing here. We are actually holding ourselves accountable to all the initiatives that we are implementing as we speak to drive a better future, a brighter future for this country, which is absolutely fantastic. But where I want to focus on, I'm glad you brought up the cycleway. That's something I definitely want to focus on. One of the key initiatives within this export markets initiative is tourism. And tourism, Mr Speaker, is our second biggest industry, a wonderful industry that has continued to grow through the global financial crisis. And we're seeing significant changes in this, with new markets expanding into Asia, with the Chinese market. So just if you look at the agenda here, Mr Speaker, in terms of the increasing value from tourism, we've got to focus here on increasing value from that Chinese market, because we know there's going to be a lot more tourists coming from China. We need to understand how we can look after them better and actually improve the value add through that market. On top of that, we've got a major focus here on the investing in quite major events. And major events are a huge revenue earner for this country, and we're investing in that. That's pulled together in the workstream. $10 million there, Mr Speaker. Things like the World Masters Games coming in 2017, the FIFA Under-20 Men's World Cup in 2015. Huge opportunity to bring in export dollars into our market. And the cycleway, I'm glad the opposition, because they love the cycleway over there. Well, I've got to say, I'm passionate about the cycleway. And it is, and you can hold me to account any time you want on the cycleway. We've got 18 rides that we're rolling out. We've clearly seen from the Otago Rail Trail what value that cycleway can add. It's taken 10 years for that cycleway to build to the level it's at, and it'll take time for each of the cycle trails to build value. But there are genuine businesses that are being built around each of those cycle trails. There are people that are coming and cycling from around not only the country but around the world. It's an exciting proposition and opportunity for this nation. An exciting opportunity. On top of this, We've got made investment in Maori tourism, and I think that's a wonderful opportunity in this country, growing on from what's available in Rotorua and bringing that stream of tourism offering throughout the country. I think we can really do a big... Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Phil Twyford.
So it's always a pleasure, sir, to follow the member Chris Tremaine, the member